Copenhagen, early January. A biting chill hangs heavy over the majestic Christiansborg Palace, setting the scene for one of the most formal and spectacular events on the Danish royal calendar, the annual New Year's reception for the diplomatic corps. Inside, in halls bathed in light, an atmosphere of solemn grandeur reigns. Diplomats in ceremonial uniforms adorned with order sashes, ladies in evening gowns and ancestral jewels, all gathered to pay homage to a centuries-old tradition. Every movement, every glance, governed by meticulously observed protocol. Then, in the hushed silence, the doors swing open. Queen Margrethe II appears. Her entrance is the evening's culmination. But tonight, attention isn't drawn so much by her gown or the blue-ribboned Order of the Elephant as by the brilliance adorning her head. It is the pearl poire tiara. Within the Danish monarchy's treasury, one of Europe's richest, lie countless diadems, but this one is truly special. It belongs to the highest echelon of jewels, worn only for the most significant state occasions. 18 flawless pear-shaped pearls, suspended from intricate diamond arches, gently sway with every step the queen takes, catching and refracting the light of the palace chandeliers. They appear alive, like airborne drops of frozen light. Gazing upon this undeniable symbol of the Danish crown, one can't help but wonder, and therein lies the central mystery. How did a jewel, crafted in Berlin for the Dutch royal house, become one of the foremost symbols of the Danish monarchy? To uncover the answer, we must journey back to the year 1825. Europe's political map, redrawn by the Congress of Vienna after the chaos of the Napoleonic Wars, remained volatile. Old monarchies sought ways to fortify their positions, and dynastic marriages served as the primary instrument. At the heart of these political maneuvers stood two influential houses, the Hohenzollerns, who ruled Prussia, and the House of Orange-Nassau, who led the newly established United Kingdom of the Netherlands. Their alliance was intended to create a formidable buffer of stability in Northern Europe. It was within this context that the marriage of Princess Louise of Prussia, daughter of King Frederick William III, to Prince Frederick of the Netherlands, was arranged. This union was first and foremost a political act, and the wedding gift had to reflect its national significance. The King of Prussia commissioned a tiara of exceptional beauty for his daughter from the court jewelers in Berlin. The piece was crafted in the elegant and understated Biedermeier style, which valued harmony of form over ostentatious luxury. The tiara's diamond base features a light, intricate structure of volutes and arches. But its most distinctive feature became the 18 large, teardrop-shaped pearls of ideal form and color. It was these very pearls that gave the tiara its name, poire, from the French word meaning pear. Each pearl is secured using a special jewelry technique known as en pampille. This means the pendant is not rigidly fixed, but possesses a certain freedom of movement. This setting allowed the pearls to shimmer and sway with the slightest turn of the head, creating a mesmerizing effect of living luminescence in the candlelight that illuminated the ballrooms of that era. The story of this tiara becomes even more captivating when we discover the existence of its twin. 5 years later, in 1830, the dynastic ties between Prussia and the Netherlands were further strengthened by another marriage. Princess Louise's brother, Prince Albert of Prussia, wed her husband's sister, Princess Marianne of the Netherlands. On this occasion, King Frederick William III commissioned yet another, nearly identical tiara with pearl pendants for his new daughter-in-law. And so, two twin tiaras came into being, their fates destined to diverge dramatically. The documented path of the second tiara can be traced through several of its successive heiresses. From Princess Marianne, it passed to her daughter, Princess Alexandrine, who married Duke Wilhelm of Mecklenburg-Schwerin. The last known owner of this twin tiara was their daughter, Duchess Charlotte. However, after her passing in 1946, the jewel's trail vanishes. The fate of this second tiara remains precisely unknown. One theory suggests the heirs may have sold it during the harsh post-war years. Another posits it was dismantled and sold piece by piece. Historians speculate it might have been lost or confiscated amidst the chaos that gripped Germany after World War II. There are no clear facts, only conjectures and hypotheses. This mysterious disappearance of the twin makes the surviving Danish piece an even more unique and precious historical artifact, the sole surviving testament to that dual royal commission, symbolizing the union of two great dynasties. Let's return to our tiara and its journey northward. Its first owner, Princess Louise of Prussia, cherished it throughout her entire life. Upon her death, the tiara was destined to travel to Scandinavia, and this transition would be marked by a chain of tragic events. The jewel's heiress became her eldest daughter, Louise of the Netherlands, who by then was Queen of Sweden and Norway, consort to King Charles V. In Swedish tradition, her name was pronounced as Lovisa. Events unfolded rapidly. In December of 1870, the first owner, Louise of Prussia, passed away. By will, the tiara passed to her daughter, Queen Lovisa of Sweden, but she never had the chance to wear it. Just 3 months later, in March of 1871, she herself succumbed suddenly to pneumonia. In less than 100 days, the tiara became an inheritance twice over, never once gracing the head of its second mistress. Now the precious jewel passed to the deceased queen's only daughter, Princess Lovisa of Sweden. Although she was King Charles V's only surviving child, the Salic law of succession, then in force in Sweden, prevented a woman from ascending the throne. Her future was tied to a dynastic marriage that could bolster the Scandinavian countries' standing on the political stage. Crown Prince Frederick of Denmark was deemed the ideal match. Their union, sealed in 1869, became the pivotal event that delivered the Prussian-Dutch tiara to Denmark, where it was destined to find its permanent home and immortality. Upon arriving in Copenhagen, Princess Lovisa, the future Queen of Denmark, truly appreciated the tiara she had inherited. She complemented it with other pearl and diamond pieces, assembling a magnificent parure. But her most significant contribution to the tiara's history was not aesthetic, but legal. Possessing extraordinary foresight and a deep understanding of history, Queen Lovisa recognized the fragile fate of family jewels. They could be sold out of necessity, divided among numerous heirs, or taken to another country after yet another marriage. She resolved to forever safeguard the Poix tiara from such a destiny. In her will, she established what is known as a fideikommissum, or entailment, specifically the Danish Queen's pearl and diamond parure. This extraordinary legal instrument removes property from personal ownership and perpetually binds it to a specific title. Simply put, the Poire tiara and the other jewels of the parure ceased to be mere possessions that could be sold off or divided among heirs. They transformed into an inalienable legacy, forever tied to the title of the reigning Queen of Denmark, passing from one bearer of the title to the next. This was a remarkably far-sighted decision, elevating a personal treasure into a piece of the nation's patrimony. Thanks to this clever legal mechanism, the tiara achieved a form of immortality, transcending its role as a mere ornament to become an enduring emblem of the Danish crown. From that moment, a new chapter unfolded in the tiara's saga, a chapter dedicated to its service as an indispensable attribute of Denmark's queens. Following Lovisa's death in 1926, Queen Alexandrine, consort to Christian X, became the parure's custodian. She wore the tiara through the trying years of the World Wars and the German occupation, a period when the monarchy served as a bulwark of national spirit. In the official portraits of that era, the tiara appears not merely as a luxurious adornment, but as a potent symbol of an unbroken national will and dignity. Next in the line of succession was Queen Ingrid, consort to Frederick IX, renowned for her impeccable taste. During her epoch, marked by post-war recovery and economic prosperity, The tiara gleamed at state banquets, symbolizing Denmark's resurgence and its triumphant return to the global stage. From 1972 and for more than 50 years, Queen Margrethe II served as the principal custodian of the Poiret tiara. It was she, with her artistic talent and profound sense of history, who catapulted this jewel to global renown. She wore it at the most iconic events of her long reign, transforming the tiara into an integral part of her own legendary image. With her abdication in January of 2024, the living tradition did not cease. In accordance with the Fideicommissim's Charter, the right to wear the tiara and the entire parure passed to the new Queen Consort, Queen Mary, ensuring the continuation of this unparalleled story. So, let's mentally trace once more the incredible journey of this jewel. Born in Berlin as a pledge of a Prusso-Dutch alliance, it found its first home in The Hague. Then, after a tragic and fleeting stop in Stockholm, arrived in Copenhagen to remain there forever. The story of the Poiret tiara is more than just a chronicle of a valuable object's travels. It is a profound exploration of how national symbols are forged, preserved, and imbued with the deepest meaning. This tiara is a silent witness. In its cool brilliance, echoes of 19th century political intrigues, the bitterness of personal losses, and the wisdom of a woman who glimpsed the future are frozen in time. It has witnessed the shifting of eras, the fall of empires, and the birth of new nations. It has adorned queens who guided their nations through wars, crises, and periods of prosperity. Each of its custodians did not merely wear it, but also added a new, invisible facet to its storied past. The central thesis that emerges when contemplating the destiny of this magnificent jewel is that the true value of such artifacts extends far beyond their material worth. Thanks to Queen Lovisa's far-sighted legal decision, the tiara ceased to be mere property. It became a legacy. It no longer belongs to an individual. It belongs to a title, and through that title, to an entire nation. This marks a subtle yet fundamentally crucial transition, from the private to the public, from the ephemeral to the eternal. Today, when the Queen of Denmark dons this tiara, the gleam of its pearls reflects not merely the glow of palace chandeliers, but the entire intricate, layered history of Europe. It tells a tale of dynastic alliances, personal tragedies, and how a single, far-sighted legal decision bestowed upon a jewel an immortality impervious to time. The Poiret tiara is history cast in metal and crowned with pearls, a living thread intricately weaving together the past, present, and future of the Danish monarchy.